Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another wonderful episode of From the Outer Reaches, a wrestling podcast. Your weekly wrestling podcast where we hope to bring in the greatest storylines, talk about the biggest events coming up, and also give you our humble opinions about things that are obviously fake and rigged. So here we are back again. David joining us after his
Made it back.
his Treasure Island.
Treasure Island.
What was that? What was that one with Ricardo Montalban? Destiny Island or something like that? No,
Oh,
Destiny
Treasure
Island.
Planet? No.
No, it's that one where like they
Also
would
a
go.
classic, by the way.
It is a classic. It was they would go and it was the Latin dude would wait for them on the beach. It was the old
Oh,
Fantasy Island.
Island.
They was
And
back
they'd go
from
the plane.
the boss, the plane. Yes, David is back.
Are you saying
from,
I'm the Latin guy, or
Yes, so no, you're
Alright,
you're
thank
you're
God.
you're on the plane as they point at it. You and your we're just here
I'm gonna hold
to see the
on.
sights.
I was gonna say something, but I'm not gonna say it.
Oh no. But yes, David, we did give you credit. We mentioned that you are having a child, and that is why you are not here with us. And we applauded your efforts, which sounds weird to say out loud now that I said that.
That's a little weird. But
Way to hang in the pocket, bud. Linemen are falling around your feet.
He didn't roll out of the pot. He stayed in, stepped up, turned his hips, and stepped into the throw.
you just got me in that Cobra lock, dude. I couldn't get out.
David's like, I get why people tap out when Charlotte Flair does it. It makes a lot of sense now. But yes, we're back. We're here to discuss some of the things. So some of the things I had was set up for this episode. Like I said, we have a TikTok that I want to discuss that I think is kind of funny about wrestlers and NFL comparisons. We'll talk about AEW Grand Slam and the controversy there, but also apparently they turned it around and saved it, as well as the review of SmackDown, and then our predictions for today's Elimination Chamber matches. This is being recorded on a Monday, so tonight we are going to be talking about Raquel Rodriguez versus Roxanne Perez, as well as Seth Rollins versus Finn Balor for the last remaining spots for both the men and women's spots, and kind of go from there. But first, I wanted to do this. So I was online. My TikTok now is nothing but wrestling stuff. So if you want to follow our videos, we are from the Outer Reaches on TikTok. And so this person made WWE and NFL parallels, and I wanted to get your guys' thoughts and feelings about it. So the first one is Drew Brees and Dolph Ziggler. So this is more for Zach and Dolph Ziggler, and it says we will never get the credit we deserve.
It's true. I love Dolph. I love Dolph Ziggler. Dolph Ziggler was, for context, because you guys never really saw Dolph.
I knew like the end of Dolph.
Dolph was perpetual like upper mid card, floated around the upper card, always put on good matches. He sold like crazy. He was one of the best sellers. Like when he get hit, you go, oh, he's dead. The one time he won Money in the Bank once, cashed it in. His manager was Vicky Guerrero, Eddie Guerrero's wife, and she would get, excuse me, and then he would come out. He got one shot. He won Money in the Bank. He won the title, and everyone went crazy. So he won the World Heavyweight Championship. And literally 2 days after he won it on like SmackDown or Raw, there was a botched spot, and Dolph's and Jack Swagger kicked him in the head, gave him a concussion, and he had to vacate the title, and he never got his shot at it again.
Damn.
So that was the one time they finally pulled the trigger and gave him the World Heavyweight Championship. He got kicked in the head, and it made him. It's a lot what happened to like Finn Balor.
Yeah, with the shoulder and stuff like that. So, but do you think that Drew Brees comparison? Because I feel like Drew Brees is I know this is not a football podcast, but do you feel like we all like Drew Brees?
Everyone likes Drew Brees. I think it's more that Drew Brees was always good, but he only had the one. He's only got one. He's only got one.
Yeah.
He was always really good, but he was always like behind Manning and Brady, right? Or Roethlisberger. So he was always like right there, and he was always really good, but he just only could get it done that one time when people were winning multiples.
Okay, all right, we got a thumbs up there. Next one. This is the one that made me and my girlfriend make a what face? We're young, but it already feels like we are running out of time. So Josh Allen and Dominic Mysterio.
I think Dom's still got so much more
What?
time.
Told you.
What?
Yep.
What?
And Josh has still got time too. I don't
Yeah,
know
that's
what
what.
like both of
That's
them
a
still have a
weird one.
long
That
career.
yeah, that doesn't make a lot of sense.
Yep. So that's that one. So that one got a that's a no. We got stabbed in the back, but made sure to get back up stronger. Baker Mayfield knows. So like John, like I think has the title now. He has like the AW title,
Yeah,
but like nobody knows what their like mission statement is.
they're
Oh,
just
he was in
there.
the Shield. Okay,
Yes,
gotcha.
he
Yeah,
was in the Shield.
he
Not to
was in
say
the
I
show.
know much about that, but still,
Oh,
like,
I mean
yeah.
that it was crazy is that betrayal really is what led the Roman becoming Roman.
Yeah,
If it wasn't for and then John's weird because John loves deathmatch wrestling. That's his go-to. So he'll go do like you could just be chilling and out of nowhere they're like, oh, it's Schlack versus John Moxley.
Moxley. You're like, oh god, it's shellac.
And John will be wrestling in like a underground like apartment complex. And you're like, but you're the champion. You were a former WWE champion. Why are we debasing us?
Just getting a pizza cutter to the face, and you're like, what? Ah!
But is the Baker Mayfield and the Dean Ambrose comparison accurate? No.
I don't think John ever really got stabbed in the back.
Yeah, it did more for Roman than it did
Yeah,
actually.
it got more for Roman. And if they mean like WWE stabbing him in the back, not really. He had a ton of
Mm.
like he had this kind of a IRL feud with Brock Lesnar because they had this WrestleMania match. And John Moxley was like, what if we like cut each other with light tubes? And what if we like he was trying to make it a death match and Brock Lesnar was like, no.
What if I pull a knife out and just
Yeah,
we
no, it
both
was like
bleed?
no, I think he wanted to have like a gimmick chainsaw or something like that. And Brock Lesnar was like, no,
We're
I'm
not
not
animals.
doing that. So I don't know if that's what they mean. I don't see that one either.
Okay. Here we go. We had all the talent, but never won the big one. Donovan McNabb, Shinsuke Nakamura.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Think
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah. Because Shinsuke won the Royal Rumble,
Yeah.
and then he was in this forever feud with AJ Styles, and he lost three straight championship matches to AJ Styles,
Oh.
which that was his big thing. Is Shinsuke just started hitting AJ in the balls constantly, and I was like, he was just low blowing him every chance he got. So he lost at WrestleMania, then low blowed AJ, and then after that, every time he would just run up and like kick AJ in the balls, like run away. And
I
how
mean,
that feud ended is on their third match. It was a last man standing match, and it literally like Nakamura got back up like right before the 10 count, and you know how he does his come on thing.
yeah,
He did
yeah.
come on, and then AJ just ran up and punted him right in the dick.
Huh?
And Shinsuke like fell over, and that was, and he got counted. So like finally, Shinsuke got kicked in the balls,
Jeez.
and that was the
I
that
do
was the
like,
end of the match.
I do like this is gonna sound very 15. Like I like nut shots like in wrestling because you kind of go, no, that makes sense.
Yeah,
That
no,
would put me
so
down.
so for whatever like that, I remember I was watching the feud with my dad. He was like, "How many times is this man gonna just kick him in the ball?"
Why won't he stop it? It's like, did you ever watch the movie Identity Theft with Jason Bateman and Melissa McCarthy?
No.
The whole gimmick is that she steals his identity, so she takes his like all his stuff, right? And every time he confronts her, she just punches him in the Adam's apple, and
Yeah.
she does it like 5 times in the movie.
And then she kind of like slowly run away or like run
Yeah,
away.
Yeah.
she's pudgy and slow, so she runs away. But every time she catches him in the throat throughout the whole movie, and he never picks up on it. Just constantly like, ugh! And then he's like, ugh! And he's on the ground, and she like takes off, and then like,
That's
that's
actually really
it.
funny.
Like literally every time, it's like the Shinsuke thing. How many times is he gonna kick AJ in the
The
balls?
balls like, oh, AJ, just start wearing a cup dog. That would have been a great like plot
Ha!
twist. And then he pulls it out. He's like, ha ha!
I have an iron dick and balls now. My
Instead
bionic.
of Logan Paul's iron hand, it's just AJ's iron dick.
Oh, pure vibranium.
like when you hit a tree with like a piece of wood and it like reverberates.
uh, this
My
one's
leg.
Zach will enjoy this one. Loyalty was our best quality and our biggest flaw. Kevin Owens, Philip Rivers.
We'll say that one's okay. That one's fine.
For football fans, Zach hates the
Oh,
Chargers.
I do, dude.
Out of the,
Much like
Was
Kevin
Philip Rivers
Owens
that
hates Cody
loyal?
Rhodes.
I don't to his. I mean, to his wife. He has 12
Uh,
kids.
Well, oh, okay. I was more thought like to the Chargers. I'm like, they went to the playoffs multiple times. It's like it's not like he had a bad career there.
No.
He's handing the ball off to Latainian Tomlinson. Okay.
And
I
Antonio
mean,
Gates.
I'd go back.
Yeah.
I hated those dudes. Dude, I
Hall of
remember
Fame.
like
One of them just got in, right?
9-year-old me, dude, just sitting at home wishing horrible things upon LaDainian Tomlinson because the Raiders couldn't stop a pitch.
Wanted to kick him in the balls like AJ Styles.
Oh, dude, I would have ran up there and given him the low blow. Just the rage 9-year-old me felt. Why can't we stop this man?
Gotta keep stop getting away with it.
You know he's gonna get the handoff every single time.
True. And we just went, oh wow.
And then Darren McFadden had fucking fighting turf toe for 10 years.
Yup.
Oh, it's all coming back to me. Like a Vietnam vet.
Jacob Fatu and Jaden Daniels were the next big star. This one David can chime in on too.
Yeah,
I
I don't know enough about Fatu.
I don't know. Yeah, well, I guess they are starting to do some more storylines with Fatu, so I could see him kind of going somewhere, especially with what kind of went on at SmackDown. So
yeah. I love how like they kept Jacob to like Hood because that's like who he is. He's just Hood. And it's funny because like he'll talk to Cody and Cody's like, "Hello, everybody. What do we want to talk about?" And Jacob just comes like, "What's up, dog? Stepping on my shit, dog. Don't get it twisted, Cody." And Cody's like, "Hello there."
Nice dick, shame if somebody kicks it.
And the last one, oh, what could have been the Shield and the Ben Roethlisberger triplets of Antonio Brown and Le'Veon Bell.
I feel like the Shield had an appropriate payoff.
Yeah, they won shit. It's not like they didn't win things.
They won all
they
kinds
lasted
of shit
for a while, right?
Yeah,
It wasn't like they were like 2 weeks. It was like
at one point it was Seth Roman had the tag titles, and then John Moxley was WWE champion or heavyweight, one of the two.
Yeah, so I don't think that's really because they had every like there for a while they had a stranglehold on like every title, and then of course them breaking up catapulted careers. So I think it was fine. Like
meanwhile, John's just taking light tubes in the head in the fucking Chili's parking lot.
Just had to go to rehab.
It's similar to the
times.
Steelers. You know, there were some careers after that. Money was made.
Yeah,
that's true.
Not great careers, but you know they did occur.
So that is the list. That is the tale of the WWE and NFL. I just saw that and I thought it'd be kind of like a little fun segment to see what we all thought about that kind of stuff. Speaking of, we'll talk about the AEW controversy. So the big controversy with AEW in Australia is that it was booked as a PLE.
Yeah.
And then so they were selling it to people as a PLE, and then they were like, "Oh, it's basically just Collision." Like it was basically like Raw or SmackDown, but they were charging people like
it was on TV, right?
Yeah,
yeah.
Okay.
So
I didn't pay for it. I saw it.
Yeah.
No,
I didn't watch it, but I saw it on TV. Sorry, let me phrase that.
I don't know if they stream. Yeah, if they streamed it on Max or not. But that was the big issue, was that everybody got mad that Tony Khan was charging everybody exorbitant prices, but it was just a regular TV day.
Yeah.
Which goes in line with what we've talked about with AEW, where they like just kind of shoot themselves in the foot.
Yeah.
But apparently the matches were bangers.
That's good. It'd be a little scummy if I thought I was buying a ticket to Money in the Bank and it was just Raw. You know, I wouldn't.
It was just dudes.
Yeah, well.
It's a pre-recorded Monday night.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was taped. It was on Max, HBO Max.
I'm pretty sure it was on TNT because I remember I was flicking through the channels and it came on after NBA All Stars.
Yeah, so everybody Everybody got charged that, but basically it killed. They've sold over 13,000 tickets.
Good. Good for them.
Um, 1.3 million in terms of finances. Uh, but yeah, apparently it actually like killed. So,
Good.
uh, uh
Yeah.
Kenny Omega and Will Ospreay wrestled.
Oh, hell yeah.
Poor Kenny. I hope Kenny's back. I guess Kenny's back. People said it was a fantastic match. Though
Good.
I didn't know. I don't have Max. That's my big reason for not watching it. I probably
Yeah.
would have. I did actually. I was going to talk to you guys about Vengeance Day. I watched the NXT this
Oh, how was
weekend.
it?
I don't know how Shawn Michaels finds so many hot people that can wrestle. Holy shit, dude!
The men, the women,
The women, a dog. We were watching
the
it.
unidentified.
Dude, we were watching it, and so the first match is we'll get, good. I'm glad for AEW. Like I said, me and Zach have talked
Yeah,
about AEW doing well.
it's good.
Means WWE has to do well.
Yeah, I think it's a good competition.
Yeah,
Even if you don't want to watch it, I mean, you look
exactly.
at in the past when WWE's had competition, it's taken them to new levels, and so
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Agreed.
solid.
I agree. And then, like I said, I probably will have to watch Will Ospreay and Kenny Omega because you're Zach's a Kenny guy and I'm a
I love Kenny.
Will
Yeah.
Ospreay guy. I believe we're the best wrestle. But just going cutting on the Vengeance Day. Yeah, so the first match was Fallon Henley um and Stephanie Vaquer, who was the in Royal Rumble, and she was the big new signing from
Mhm.
New Japan. It was actually a very good match. But so they cut to like people in the crowd who are wrestling. So it's like a bunch of like female wrestlers. And even Ashton was like, "Why is everybody hot?" And I was like, "Dog,
God
I don't
damn
know,
it!
I don't
I
know.
don't know." But and so Fallon Henley is part of the stable called Fatal Influence.
It's a good
Wow,
name.
they're all very hot. I'm just gonna call spade a spade.
Are you saying NXT is like that show you have on and your parents walk in? You're like, it's not always like this, I
Every time.
swear.
Well,
Every
have you
time.
heard the joke that it's like porn NXXXT?
Because Sean's like sick. But no, it was actually a very good match. I think NXT right now probably has the strongest, even including WWE. NXT has the strongest stable of women wrestlers right now. They just top to bottom have
Which is good.
just studs. Can you call women
do
studs?
you
Is that what-
do you think that if you put them head to head talent wise, that they're almost equal, or maybe NXT's better?
I would say talent wise, yes. Name recognition, no.
Correct, but that's why I specified just talent
Yeah,
because
Yeah.
yeah,
that's. I mean, it's good for the future as long as they stay around and like they get promoted
yeah.
properly.
I think so. Yeah, no, Stephanie. So Stephanie Vaquer won. So she is the U.S. Women's Champion. The NXT. I'm sorry, the NXT US Women's Champion. And she is the first Latin American to win both either male
Oh,
or female to
Hmm.
win major title like that.
that's awesome.
So they're kind of hinting that her and the new signing Julia are gonna kind of be like this kind of stable, not a stable, but like allies when
Yeah.
things arise. Um, there's a new group. There's some kind of faction that they're building that kind of has like the Shield vibes. So there's these dudes wearing like face masks, and they'll just come in and just like, and then they disappear into the night, and everybody's like, "Oh my god!"
Are they the
Um,
sword?
no, but they just do classic where they come in and they like hit him in the knee and they like hold him
Yeah.
down,
Hold it down.
and so that was that one. The next match was a tag team match. It was I don't know if you guys know it's either Nathan Frazier and Axiom, who's like a luchador,
Hmm.
versus Jason Briggs, who I remember watching. He did a match with Dijak and this guy named Oba. So basically, everybody's over 6'5",
Yeah.
just big dudes wrestling the fuck out of each other. And they got this guy from Japan that just came over, and I totally forgot his name. But that was a banger match. If you ever get the chance to watch that match, that was a very good match.
I just want to say, I just googled Axiom. He looks like a Power Ranger
He
with no
does.
shirt, obviously, but
They're a very good tag team. Him and Frazier are a very good tag team. And that match. So like I said, my girlfriend is kind of my litmus for how good
his tag
wrestling
team
is.
partners looks like a beach bum.
Yep. Yeah, just long haired. Fantastic wrestler. Both of them great wrestlers. They're one of those tag teams that I think they're not gonna like maybe be legendary in WWE, but they're gonna bring some much needed, I think, energy in
Yeah,
at some point. But definitely considering what the last few tag team matches we've seen, that was I think NXT easily put the best match on for that, and that was for the tag team titles.
it's awesome.
Um, Next big one is all ego Ethan Page. Ethan Page was AEW guy,
Mhm.
and his buddies was Cody. So a lot of people who Cody was friends with in AEW are now coming over to
Interesting.
so the
The
big one,
Codyverse.
yeah, the Codyverse. So the big one is the guy named Ricky Starks.
Mhm.
Ricky Starks is cool. He kind of gives off Ricochet vibes. So I don't know, David, if you've heard Ricochet cut promos, but the joke is that he always sounds like he's gonna cry.
I
Uh,
should look up Ricochet.
yeah, you might
Prince
get
Puma.
you might get the Mucha Lucha cartoon because his name's Ricochet too.
I'd
But
put in WWE.
okay,
Don't worry.
but no,
Okay.
if you Prince Puma, sick as fuck, Ricochet.
Yeah.
But so Ricky Starks' this whole thing is so he'll cut his promo and then he ends it and goes like this.
Oh yeah, I have the picture of him doing it.
Yeah, he does that. Yeah, he go and I went huh, and Ashton went that was stupid because he like it wasn't like a hype promo and then he did it to like end it as a period. You know what I mean? Like I
Yeah.
get it if you do it to end it as a period. But he just kind of cut like a regular promo and like the crowd wasn't going crazy about it. They're just kind of like woo, and then he
Mm.
like it kind of got quiet. He did that, and you're like, what the fuck was that?
Fuck. Clap.
um, that was it. And then they had the two highlight matches were Austin Theory and Grayson Waller versus Oba Femi. Who, if you have not seen Oba Femi, that man looks like he could hurt you. That is a scary looking man.
Oh, buff.
Fema.
Oh, that is a big dude.
Yeah.
Jesus.
His finishing move is called Fall from Grace, which is great fucking name.
Great name.
His thighs are tree trunks, man.
Yes, sir. Oh, him and like Braun Strowman and Jacob Fatu wrestling each other.
Oh
Hell
shit.
yeah! It's
Yeah, that is a big man.
he was throwing Austin Theory like across the ring, like
Shit.
like on his shoulders and just like chucking him. But that was great because it was a triple threat match, so it was kind of like how are Austin and Grayson because they are a town down under right now. They're a tag
Right.
team, so it was kind of interesting to see. Grayson ended up costing them the match, so it's
Mhm.
kind of hinted that they're going to break them apart and have them go on a singles match. Austin Theory is a very good wrestler. I feel bad for Austin.
Yeah.
He and Grayson too. Grayson's a good wrestler. I feel like they got it's like you could be a killer in NXT
Yeah.
and then you get pulled up to WWE and now you're playing in the pros
Hmm.
and it's like now what are you gonna do?
By the way,
Um.
fun fact: Obafemi was a shot putter for Alabama.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. So I do. So I don't know his. So they bill him as he's from like Nigeria and
Or
he talk
Alabama. It's
and he talks in a like a Nigerian like African accent.
He was from born in Nigeria,
Okay, so this is
Lagos,
okay.
Nigeria.
They didn't
okay.
just do this.
They're
You're a
they're
big
not
black
like
dude.
forcing. Yeah,
Okay,
Yeah.
because
That's
you
what they
imagine
did to.
like
I mean, that's what they did to Kofi Kingston. They made him talk in a Rastafarian accent for a really long time, and then one day he just didn't anymore.
he went. No, I'm done.
And then there was actually this funny thing where Triple H was talking to him. He's like, "Aren't you Jamaican?"
He's like, no, that was what your guys said. He's like, oh.
Yeah.
So yeah, so he talks in this heavy night. Great wrestler. That was a really good match. I'm excited to see what Oba does. He's the current U.S. Men's Championships, whatever the hell. How many titles we have in NXT. And then the last one was a fatal four way between Bailey, Julia, Cora Jade, Zach,
Oh,
and Roxanne Perez. That was a very good match too. Julia won. I like Julia's whole thing with her like the scorpion mask.
that's cool.
It's very cool. But no, it was a good match. It's we've come a very long way from
Has
where
has Corey J gotten better?
she's a little
Eh,
slow on it.
yeah.
Kind of like an Nia Jax, so you can kind of tell she's like where they're like, okay, come on, like,
Okay, yeah.
get up.
but it wasn't the worst match. She wasn't
That's
the
good.
worst. And I think she could be covered because Roxanne, Bailey, and Julia too was a little slow, but I think that's a language barrier thing.
Yeah,
of them trying
probably.
to figure each other out. But yeah, so Julia is the women's champion,
Oh.
and then they had Stephanie come out, and they did like they both hold the
Mhm.
belts up, like women, and it was cool. They said that was three generations of NXT. So
Oh,
Bailey was the black and gold.
yeah,
I don't know. I think Roxanne and Cora were part of the 2.0
yeah,
NXT, and then Julia is the new generation.
that's cool.
Hmm.
Um, like name wise, is the four most well known wrestlers. David, the famous thing is that Cora Jade came out dressed like a punk skater girl.
Guessing Zach was a big fan.
Oh,
I was,
and then she wrestled,
and I said, "Oh
so she's gotten better.
no."
She was got.
I don't think Dano's ever seen me so sad. I sat there and we were watching. I'm like, oh, she's kind of ass.
Zach's like she's never gonna be on the main roster. It is what it is.
I sat there with
No,
arms crossed, just going,
fuck. But yeah, no, it was so that was cool. She
Is
was
she good on the
better.
mic?
So her and Roxanne are like frenemies, which is kind of funny because literally 1 minute they'll be like evil together, and then the next minute they'll be like, well, we'll kill each other.
Like talking trash to each other,
Yeah.
basically.
Um, they're like uh, Latin like Mean Girls.
yeah.
Is kind of the vibe I get from them. Like Roxanne is the evil bully, and then Cora's her like putty minion that she sends out. Um, and then they hinted at Jordan Grace at the end of that too, who will come out. For those of you who don't know Jordan Grace, buff Sabrina Carpenter,
Yeah.
and so she's making her rounds on TikTok. But yeah, so she came out to like do a stare down with both of them for the titles. So that'll be fun. The women, like I said, NXT women's right now is probably the hottest it's ever been from a wrestling standpoint, not from a physical
Was the
stand.
buff Christina Carpenter the one from Rumble that came out that literally was just like,
Yeah, she was dressed in the dark green. She was like pressing people.
yeah,
Jordan
okay.
Grace.
Yeah.
Jesus, yeah, she's yoked.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good for her. She's so, but yeah, so that was Vengeance Day, and that was good. That was a nice like in between WWE like stuff,
Yeah.
and it's cool to see. I've never actually watched NXT, so this is like for the podcast. I'm like, I gotta start. I was like, babe, we gotta start watching more wrestling.
I
But it
can't
was,
wait for NXT just to be the third day for
yeah,
WWE.
Tuesday, dude, Tuesdays,
It's on Tuesday. Why wouldn't they
it,
do Wednesdays?
because AEW's on Wednesday.
I just feel like a Monday, Wednesday, Friday would just make a lot more sense.
Probably from a
Yeah.
But
scheduling
I guess you
standpoint.
don't like. I get they probably don't want to compete their smaller product versus a larger product.
Prada.
Well, it was interesting is NXT does well. Like like I said, we've if anybody doesn't know, go back to our last episode. What NXT does well is they put them in smaller venues,
Hmm.
so it feels bigger and they're more like close to the action and stuff like that. Which is a big problem. AEW does is that they sell out, the SAP Center in San Jose, but they book half of it. So it's like there's a
Dare
lot.
So when
I
we
say it's like Lucha Underground size?
Yeah, it is actually
Dare I
big,
say?
big Lucha Underground vibes, and I was like, oh yeah, this is it. This is home.
so when are we going to an NXT event? I assume it's
Dude,
not as
It'll be fun.
expensive as WWE.
probably
No, that's cheap.
not. AW is coming to the Save Mart Center,
Yeah.
Really?
but
It's 40 bucks right now, but it'll get cheaper.
but
Oh,
they film it on a Wednesday.
Which is an awkward time.
Yeah, yeah. So the way it goes is you have SmackDown, Raw, Monday, Friday, which is pretty good for them. Like they
Mhm.
figured out the two biggest days, right? And then you have NXT on Tuesdays, and then you have AW Wednesdays, and then Saturdays.
what about Thursday?
So what you're saying is there's a Thursday market for Lucha Underground.
It's coming back.
WWE has bought the
It's
rights
coming
to
back.
Lucha
If enough
Underground.
people just give it their energy, they'll come back.
Kenta
Uh,
will be the face for Lucha Underground.
Listen, dog. Yes. Speak it into existence, David.
They're bringing back the white luchador guys you guys talk about.
Oh yeah.
Which one? There were so many.
I thought there was one guy you guys always brought up. I think he was on the desk.
Oh,
Oh,
Vampiro?
Vampiro?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Vampiro oddly looks better now. He looks younger somehow.
Maybe he's a vampire.
almost like he really was fighting the devil in his own heart.
And that devil was ketamine. The best part was that the commentary was him and Matt Stryker. And every once in a while, Vampiro would just start like talking about random things, and Matt Shark would be like, I don't know what that means, but anyway.
He's like, "Hey, you watched that baseball game last night?" It's like, dude, I don't watch anything but wrestling.
But like this is crazy because Vampiro. So Vampiro's like that one white dude that was super down in Mexico. Like he loves Mexico.
He does.
He was part of the Guardian Angels, which is apparently a vigilante like neighborhood watch in Mexico, which is kind of wild. That he just and if you look at him, he's just shaved head, wears like Dickies,
He always has a bandana on.
always has a band. It's either tucked into his like front pocket in his back, or he like is wearing it.
Okay,
Yeah.
I legitimately thought it would just be
Oh,
like
it is, yeah.
up top all the time. Did he have long hair? I feel like he sounds like a guy with
At
long
one
hair.
point.
He did when he was a wrestler.
Yeah.
Like he knew a lot of these. So like they talk about like Rey Mysterio, and he's like, "Oh, I wrestled his uncle," and you're like, "Okay,
Me
yeah."
and
So
Ray go way back.
no, yeah, he was deep in like the lucha
Yeah.
scene, like in Mexico. He's not just like a random dude. Like he's like cut his teeth on. He's also
Yeah.
backyard wrestling. If
Mhm.
anybody who wants to, you can wrestle as ICP.
And he learned how to speak, like, he speaks fluent
Yeah,
Spanish.
he has a podcast that he does where he brings on like old luchadors, and he talks to them in just fluent Spanish
The dude ate a taco and he said, fuck yeah.
forever.
And he's from Canada, which makes it
Yeah,
even kind of funnier.
he's a Canadian.
He's Canadian.
His name's like Walt or some shit. It's not even like,
Is
but
he
yeah,
married
and
to a Latin woman at this point?
I
I
don't
wouldn't
know.
be surprised.
I feel like Vampiro's like a tumbleweed. You can't tie him down.
No, he roams. He's a
He's
drifter.
got to he's got to bumble across the road.
He's
Bam.
57 years old.
Oh, he looked 57 in Lucha Underground.
Oh, he did a match. Oh, he was looking at those sweatpants.
Oh, he was. Um. So before we talk more about Lucha Underground, we'll talk about the results of SmackDown and where we think that's gonna go. Drew McIntyre came out
Oh, Drew.
to confront Cody and telling him that the Dragons are coming and that we need to be friends. Um. They had, and then Jacob Fatu came out, and the big twist is that Solo's back.
Oh,
Solo.
okay.
So after he got beat right to against Roman, Solo disappeared, and Jacob's been holding together the new bloodline,
Yeah.
and I think this is a great character. See, when WWE wants to make characters interesting, they do it
Yeah.
because now, right? So basically, it's the cycle continues. Right? Roman left. Solo was like, "Well, what the fuck?" Solo left. Now Jacob is like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
And so they have like a big confrontation later in the episode about he's like, "Why'd you leave?" And he's like, "I had to take time off. Like, I had to figure out who I was." And Jacob's like, "You left us. What the like? You left us. You left us hanging because it's been Jacob and Tama Tonga have been running around like
Just yeah.
murdering people." Uh, God bless Jacob, dude. He came out. He has his red his Samoan werewolf red pullover hoodie. I fucking love that thing. That thing's so fucking cool. Because the black one, it's the white werewolf with the red eyes,
Yeah.
but the red hoodie, he has the white eyes on it, and I think that thing is fucking sick. I love that hoodie. But he came out like a beanie, and it's him and Cody circling each other, and somebody made a meme about it. It was like when the hobo sees you walk out of the McDonald's after saying you don't have money, he just like staring at him the whole time. But yeah, so he's like, I'm gonna take out Solo. Cody's like, I'm taking out Solo, and Jacob's like, no, I get to do this. Um, they had elimination chamber match of Chelsea Green versus Naomi, and Naomi won. She's gonna be in it for the women. My God, guess who's back? Everybody, it's the Motor City Machine Guns, and they wrestled Los Garza, which are the putty members of Santos's faction,
The
Oh,
putty
and,
members.
they are.
Angelo and Berto.
Los Garza, is that what you said?
Yeah, no, they're actually really good. I hate it because they always they give like the Latin wrestlers like because they do good lucha things.
Yeah.
They only give them the one thing,
Yeah.
and then they disappear forever. And I'm like, no, like that was good. Bring them back. But no, we get to watch like DIY. I think they need to push the Lucha dudes because right now I think the
I
tag teams need a
I was gonna
push.
say, I'm surprised they don't have more lucha stuff in the tag team. I feel like
Do
that's
you,
where you
I
want
don't
it.
know if Vince just looked at us and was like, "How do we?"
I don't know what the last. Do you remember Lucha House Party?
Yeah,
It
I
was just
didn't.
three dudes who would come out with like pinatas. They were like, "Here we are!" Oh, they go, "Oh my God, it's Lucha House Party!" It was
Uh,
literally just like every like Mexican they could put together. They're like, "Get out there!"
Did one have a sombrero?
I think so.
it
I'm
probably
not gonna
it
lie.
was probably like a sombrero, long
A,
hair, and a lucha mask. Or the three probably
and a
with
poncho. One had a
yeah,
poncho
and a
too.
poncho, yeah. And it's like I don't know, man. Like I get it. I get that like the lucha thing doesn't transfer very well with WWE wrestling. But I feel like at least for the tag teams, they've been so dead on like between
Yeah,
Raw and SmackDown. SmackDown tag teams have been absolute ass.
just give us a little something exciting.
Do what we did and we showed the world salsa. Put a little
See,
Latin
bit,
heat.
I don't know why
put a
that made me
little
think of there was a wrestler called Fandango, and
bit.
he would come out and he'd like salsa his way down, like he would salsa dance with this girl. They would salsa their way down, and he did this like little shimmy thing, and it was called doing. It was like doing the fandango,
Oh hell
and
yeah.
people in the audience would do it. Michael would be like, "Oh my God, they're doing the fandango! They're fandangoing!" So he would literally was like he wore like these like 70s pants, and like for a while fandangoing was a thing. So you'd see
Hell
people
yeah.
doing it all over the place, and they were like, "My God, this man is just fandangoing, is sweeping the nation."
Just
And then but
something, dude.
he disappeared later, and then we never saw him again.
And then you went, oh, here are the cuts.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
it's fandango.
He will be fandangoing himself across the states. Um, we had LA Knight versus The Miz.
Hell yeah.
LA Knight hit him with the BFT, took out The Miz. I was talking to poor Ashlyn. She just has to sit there and listen to my wrestling opinions. And I was like, first off, I think I said Bailey has a fat dumpy, and she was like, never say that again.
What does that mean?
Fat ass dog.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Thought you
fat
meant she
dump.
like shit her pants or
No,
something. I was
yeah,
like, what?
dumpy like is my slang term for dump truck.
I just picture you sitting on the floor, like pointing at the TV.
Like a kid in the '90s, just
Look, Ashlyn, it's a fat
Don't
dumpy.
be.
yeah, fat dump, dude. Um, but no, her and like the Miz are both like willing to like put people over, which is nice,
Yeah,
which is cool. They're just like, yeah, I've done everything because Bailey's kind of the Miz, like she's like, I won
yeah.
everything, I've done everything I need to do. But yeah, so that was it, and then we had Carmelo Hayes versus R-Truth, and the setup for this fucking match is
I
the
loved that clip. That was the
is
best.
so fucking funny, dude.
Carmelo, but you're Carmelo.
No, I'm Carmelo, but I'm him. No, you're Carmelo. He's Tozawa. Did you see that? I don't know if you saw that clip.
No.
So, yeah, so Carmelo took out Tozawa again last week. Poor Tozawa's just getting killed left and right by Carmelo Hayes. Uh, and so R-Truth just walks in, and Carmelo's like, "Hey man, so I had to do your boy Tozawa like that." He's like, "But I had to show him I'm him." And R-Truth is like, "No, he's Tozawa. You're Carmelo." And he's like, "No." He's like, "I'm Carmelo, but I'm also him." He's like, "No, his mama named him Tozawa. Your mama named you Carmelo Hayes." He's like, "Oh, am I a joke to you?" And R-Truth is like, "What?" He's like, "All right." He's like, "We'll go talk to the GM and see if we're really a fucking joke." R-Truth. And then as he's leaving, he's like, "But he's Tozawa."
Zawa.
Okay.
Okay.
Sadly, Carmelo defeated R-Truth. But God, I love it. It's so stupid. I love R-Truth. God bless him. Um, I think it was on NXT. NXT brought back Santino, by the way.
Yes, I love
Santino
that goober, dude.
Santino is in charge of TNA's like
Oh,
character development or something like that.
Oh, I love that so much.
And I'm pretty sure Santino, yep, the Cobra,
he's the
Yeah,
the sock guy, right?
John
Or not
Cena.
oh,
Socko, but like
yeah,
the
You have a big mouth, John Cena.
John Cena.
was he was kind of like a joke character
Yeah,
towards the end, right? Like
his
just probably
Yeah,
trying to
yeah,
make people break by miss
yeah.
saying
yeah,
their name.
He's
yeah.
like, dude, he's like, because he is Chris Van Vliet has a good interview with Santino, and it's him and Santino's like, no, like he's like, once I realized I could get people to laugh, like break character. He's like, that was it. I didn't
That's it.
care what I
I could lose
did.
everything. I don't care.
I would do. He's like, I would do everything I could to pop because his favorite. He says his favorite is the John Cena thing. He's like, I have people at conventions come up to me and say like, for 15 years we've called him John Cena.
John Cena, you a funny man, John Cena.
And he called like gold dust like silver dust. Like he just constantly would say people's names, and he's like, "Oh, they're hard to say." But yeah, so he's back because I think they sent his daughter's with NXT,
Yeah.
and so they sent her as a representative of NXT to TNA. So they
That's
had
fine.
like a bit.
Ariana Grace is her name.
Yes, that's her. Yeah, okay. I figured it was. I'm
I
also
had him pulled
yeah
up because I was looking into his
yeah.
past.
And so she's like, "Oh my god, I love that you sent me over." And Ava, who's the Rock's daughter, is like, "Uh huh." She's like, "It was so great. We're all friends over there now." He's like, "Thanks, Ariana." And so
Wait, the Rock's daughter's in WWE?
yeah,
Yeah.
she is his first daughter. She is the GM for NXT, which basically is
What's her
just
name?
Ava, which is just her being a principal to these psychos. And then I'm going, teacher, I want to fight people.
A long time ago, one of the first women's Royal Rumbles, Santino entered as Santina. And it was just him running down in a dress. He's just trying to throw people out. Oh, it's Santina. And he just ran. Started hitting
I
people.
remember that, yeah, and I think he cut a promo against Triple H,
Yeah.
dressed in like that dress. Yeah, it was Beth. So was Beth Phoenix's manager, or was that his? She was just his like ally.
Yeah, I think there was just I think they were like lovers. I think that was like
Yeah,
the joke is that they were like a power couple, but she was like the buff one and he was like
yeah.
scared of her.
Beth Phoenix is the Edge's wife in real life.
Yeah, she would like hug him too tight.
Ah, and then we saw her die. Rare Ripley killed her. Which is pretty crazy to think about, right? I forced
Yeah.
you to watch me smash your wife's head in with a chair. But
At your place of work, you're just
HR is just, god damn it. That's another one.
you're just you're just at Foster Farms and someone's got ah!
I'm sick and tired of it. I said he wouldn't take my shift. It's just David going, God damn it. Okay.
Out of here.
I mean, that's what working at the dorms is like. It's just a
Yeah,
bunch of
that's it.
kids trying to concerto each other. Just, ah!
Oh, like, why?
It's still high school.
I just found a picture of Santina.
Yep. He's like, no, I'm a lady.
Santino is great, dude.
Surprisingly, really fast. SmackDown. Tiffany wrestled Nia, but not that went nowhere. Trish showed up. She's back. They put her back in the championship scene. Trish Stratus. I don't know if she's gonna compete, but she tried to help Tiffany, but that led her to getting attacked. And then of course, as with all evil women wrestlers, Charlotte Flair appeared.
She does.
And so like it just shows Tiffany like unconscious, and she like pulls out a chair and sits next to Tiffany, and it's like, well.
Real
Look,
shame if someone just took this.
no, literally that's what she did, and she's so Tiffany. It's gonna be Tiffany and Charlotte for WrestleMania, which I think will be good from a wrestling perspective. I think it'll be good. From a story perspective, I think it'll be a little tough.
Do you think Charlotte takes it?
They're going to, and it's gonna make me so mad.
Just I only say that because he just came back.
I think that's every WWE fan's greatest fear right now is that Charlotte wins it. but I don't know what they're gonna do with like the storyline. It's just, I mean, from Tiffany's, it's just gonna be I'm you, but
Hmm.
I'm younger, better, faster. That's I'm you.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? And Charlotte's gonna. I feel like it's gonna be kind of this like old man versus the young gun kind of thing. But I don't know.
Maybe
I,
she puts her over. You never know.
Impossible.
I mean, listen, Charlotte's great, but Charlotte isn't exactly famous for putting people over. So
No.
Oh no. Oh, never
mm-mm,
mind then.
no, no, Charlotte. I mean, if you think about how many times she's left and come back and immediately gets the title,
Oh,
it's
so
it.
this is like a rinse and repeat. We kind of
Yeah.
already know where we're going.
Her
That's ex-
beating, her letting Rhea
right.
Ripley beat her was kind of putting Rhea over.
Yeah, that I think that just added the legitimacy. Rhea was already over. It's
Over.
kind of like the Jay thing, right?
Yeah.
Like even if like Rhea didn't win, people were still gonna be ready to.
Yeah. Riot.
But it just added the, yeah,
Hmm.
added the legitimacy to it. Like Jay will still be over even if he doesn't win the title. But
But it adds legitimacy.
yeah, but that's why people didn't like Charlotte winning because she does this every time.
Every time. Like clockwork.
Yep, goes disappears for 4 months, comes back, automatic title shot,
Every time.
wins, leaves.
Meanwhile, John Cena on the men's side is gonna have to fight his way through the chamber.
Yep.
Yep.
I also
Yeah.
wouldn't be surprised if he just doesn't get a title match. They just give it to him on like Raw or something.
Uh,
Or another maybe like SummerSlam because he's the hero the whole year, right? Like
Yeah.
yeah.
WrestleMania, he's not done, so they could give
Yeah.
it to him at another premium event.
It's true. I feel like he'll be involved in Mania in some way.
Correct. Yeah, yeah.
He'll
I
he'll, he'll
just
do something. But yeah, no, I agree with you. He might not get like that last title match or something till after Mania at a
Yeah, I think
SummerSlam.
so too. Um, and then Damian Priest qualified
Oh,
for elimination over Braun Strowman and Jacob Fatu. It was a good match if you haven't watched it.
not
Big
bisexual Undertaker.
big
well,
dudes.
and that Solo got involved there too, right? That was
Yeah,
that match,
Yeah.
yeah. Solo shut up.
and that's where he Fatu got a little mad at him
Yep, had the thumb. It was thumbing people.
because who would he thumb? The other guy, what's his name?
Strowman.
No, he did his own teammate, Fatu's friend,
Oh,
Oh,
Tama Tonga. Tonga.
Tonga. Yeah,
Tonga is fun to say.
And then, yeah, it's something that you can quite like. You could like be like working, go like Tama Tonga, and just kind of like,
someone's like, "What?
Like a
Nothing."
madman. Just
you just kind of like whispering shit to yourself, as I do. But yeah, so it's right now. So it's the lineup is Damian Priest, Logan Paul, John Cena,
CM
um,
Punk.
same punk.
CM Punk. Oh, who are the other two? Why am I CM Punk? We're at four.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Drew
because I know that,
McIntyre.
Drew McIntyre.
and then they're the last one's being fought for tonight.
Yes. Yeah, so I mean, we can do. I guess we can do. If you guys want to do a little elimination chamber guess out of those names,
Well, do you want to guess what tonight's wins are going to be? Because who is it? It's Seth
Seth
and
and Finn. I think it's gonna be Seth.
yeah,
Yeah, Seth will win.
yeah.
I feel like Finn would have been the better Drew Brees comparison
Yeah,
from the
no,
TikTok earlier. But yeah, Seth will win. I think this is how Punk gets in.
oh, but what about the favor?
Oh, that's true.
I'm surprised Roman wasn't even in the elimination chamber.
I think it's his leukemia.
Could you
Damn.
could you read the names one more time on the men's side?
Damian Priest,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Drew,
Mm-hmm.
CM Punk, Logan, John Cena.
And then either Seth or Finn.
Yeah, Seth or Finn.
I'm gonna say Seth.
Really?
Seth will pick Cody, obviously. Seth and Cody. CM Punk calls in the favor. I don't know.
It would be interesting to see Drew versus Cody.
Mm-hmm.
I think so. I think do you have Drew get screwed over again somehow?
Maybe. I don't know. I feel like that's a good. I honestly can't really tell you who's gonna win, which is actually a good thing.
Hmm.
I could see a lot of them winning for a lot of different reasons.
I mean, if you go down your thread, Zach, if
Yeah.
Seth wins, CM Punk calls in the favor, but maybe within the Elimination Chamber, Drew gets screwed over by Cena, which will then be a Mania match. Like they just build
Oh,
up because I feel
Oh,
like Drew's good at like building up drama.
yes.
oh, John Cena versus Drew would be good. I
Yeah,
never.
I like that. Somebody Triple H hire David.
That's
Well,
some good ideas.
That's good actually because you could do a lot there because Punk and Seth have been feuding, right? They've been doing their shit.
we want to continue that storyline and not just shoehorn Cena in
Yeah,
somewhere.
so you could continue that feud, have it
Because
go to
Cena also
Mania.
helped Cody too.
Yeah.
Well, no, I guess he didn't help the tribal chief, so I guess that's who Drew's been going after.
Yeah, he
Okay.
Drew wants the bloodline because they costed him
Yeah.
his first title match way
Yeah.
back.
But I think, I think that's good. And then, no, that's good.
I think Seth and CM Punk are gonna be
Unless,
entwined.
yeah, I think Seth and CM Punk will be entwined. Unless we did our dream thing where Cena wins this, and then you get the Cody turning on Cena, turning heel,
The ultimate heel turn.
the ultimate
Yeah.
heel turn.
You could also get a CM Punk favor somehow into that as well.
Yeah, I feel like you could
Oh,
too.
listen, Fatal Four Way: CM Punk, Seth Rollins, John Cena, Cody.
That prints money.
That
That
does. Does it
that
make sense at all from a story perspective? But
you could shoehorn it in, I guess. But fuck yeah.
Could you imagine all the Cena and Kevin Owens shirts they'd be selling?
Oh,
oh,
so
dude,
many.
that would be great. I think people are assuming it's going to be Sammy and Kevin are going to be a
Hmm.
match. No, they're going to be at Elimination Chamber.
Yeah.
I thought it was. I thought that would
I
be a
really
rest.
misread that. I thought it was going to be Sammy and Kevin were going to be like buddies because Sammy was just so like, oh my God, Cody, what are you doing?
No, no, no. But I think that's the whole point about Kevin is that like that's for as long as I remember, that's been Kevin's thing is that he constantly thinks that Sammy's out to get him, but they're
Yeah.
friends. But then something will happen, and Kevin's like, Sammy's the enemy within.
Yeah, I know every time. It's when he does it, it's like Kevin's whole character is that he's just really paranoid when people don't expressly help him.
Yeah,
And he gets kind of like paranoid about it. So he's cool when him and Sammy are like together and they're
yeah.
like on a tag team, but as soon as there's like that little bit of division.
Because yeah, people were saying that Kevin's character is that he's a fourth wall breaker kind of
Hmm.
thing because he points out the flaws in the stories.
Yeah.
Like he'll be like with everybody helping Roman, right? Like
Yeah.
I saw somebody did a manifesto about it, and I read
Yeah.
it like an idiot. But it was a got good points in it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's how they get you. But no, because he was talking about like yeah, like okay, like Kevin is right in this regard because Roman lost, and everybody felt bad for Roman,
Hmm.
and then like nobody's been like nobody realizes that Roman hasn't changed.
He's the same person.
He just lost, and
Yeah.
everybody thinks that now he's like sad and alone. Everybody's like, oh yeah, we'll be your friend again, and Kevin's like, no, that makes no sense. Why are
He
we
was a
all just
villain.
yeah? Why are we all just
Yeah.
friends with him again?
Yeah.
Which I think is which I think is a pretty good like
That is.
because he's right.
Because he's like, he has a point. He's just
Mhm.
kind of delusional about it.
He's making car manifestos.
He's one of those people that's right, but if you don't see exactly or like you don't agree with him completely, he's like, no, and you're
McCarthy's the
McCarthyism, yeah.
commies are here. They're in my friends.
And
The Red Scare.
I'll pile drive it out of him.
um, which I think okay that was the question I've been sitting on for a minute. I've been who has the best story driven character in WWE right now? For me, it's Kevin.
Yeah,
I'm kind of thinking the same thing.
yeah. I think Kevin too.
Kevin or Seth?
I think,
Seth and CM Punk. I would pair as a
yeah,
package, but
Although I have enjoyed the Drew stuff.
yeah,
Just it's
Drew's
like a
great.
vengeance tour of like he's fighting everybody because they're all relatively bigger, like medium to bigger names that he's fighting.
yeah. Those are all good. CM Punk, Seth is really good. Like any of those four, honestly. I like Kevin because he does have a point,
Yeah.
and he's just fed up.
This job has been not listening to me for years.
Well, and I feel like it's been the ultimate at this point. He's been like fighting Cody on his own.
Hmm.
And maybe before the heel turn, it's like one last Kevin fight, and like people join to help Cody, and then Cody that's like Cody's heel turn, and he goes too far, and then it's
Yeah.
like,
Oh,
He kills Kevin.
yeah,
I mean,
he
he was.
throws him off the roof, or
Yeah.
he gets in a limo and it blows up.
Oh shit, that'd be kind of funny though.
Oh, that'd be great.
Um, yeah, I don't know what the storyline is there. Cody has to turn, but
Yeah.
and every week we talk about Cody turning, but I think that'll be a good one for that. Um,
Maybe that's when Cody turns. Dom will come to the light, and he'll be a good guy one
That'd
last
be
time.
wild.
Comes to
that
his
would be
dad's
crazy.
rescue. I'm the only one that can
Oh,
beat my dad.
Oh, that would be good because that's how I always saw it. I always saw Dom turning face as a Star Wars story,
yeah.
but instead it's the son saving the dad, not the. That's how I always saw it.
Well,
That's what
it's
I thought
like,
was.
yeah.
I thought that was gonna happen was that Ray was gonna crack and try to kill Ray and like dangle him over the Death Star. And Dom turns to the light, picks up Rhea and throws her or something. I mean, like something like
Yeah.
that. That's how I always saw Dom turning face again. Is
It'd be
but
possible to do. It's just Dom is such a good heel.
yeah,
Can you sacrifice? But I feel like if you did it right, he could become a mega face.
But
yeah,
You
maybe
just
he doesn't even become a face. Maybe it's him leaving the Judgment Day. Like he
yeah,
still is like a man on his own, but he's not part of like that group pushes a line that he's not willing to cross anymore, kind of thing with his
yeah.
dad. I don't know.
well, it's hinted that it's hinted that Finn might leave.
Mm,
So
Well,
because
and
the
I
way
feel
that
like yeah, there's issues in the group, so it's like I don't know,
and then Carlito's just like,
hanging out, eating apples.
oh wait, what?
of course. Yeah.
There has been. So I don't know how I feel about this personally. So the big storyline is Jade Cargill's out, right? She's been out,
Mhm.
and Naomi took her place. So everybody,
I think it was fake that video, Daniel. That's all I'm gonna say.
you think it was fake? Okay,
I don't think.
we're gonna talk about.
Mm.
So our boy Nick Aldis was like, "Hey, I have evidence of who we have more footage of what happened at the time of Jade's attack because they like took
Yeah.
her knee out or something." And so everybody thought it was Naomi,
Yeah.
which I thought would have been a good story turn. She takes Jade out to get back her spot with Bianca, and like I
Yeah.
don't know, that felt natural. But what they're hinting at, so they like zoom out and it shows Raquel and Liv
Oh,
walking away, like they're like behind one of the semis,
I bet
like
it's
what?
not them. I bet that's
That's what
too obvious.
I think it's one of those like they just were wrong place, wrong time, but what they had nothing to do with it.
And then
That would
because they are like evil putty minions, you're like them. But yeah,
yeah,
I like that.
that would be good. And it was Naomi the whole time, and
Yeah.
she just it was me, Austin.
Is
You made me do this. Never saw it coming. But okay, I like that. I didn't even think that it would be fake. I don't know why. I was like, oh, it's wrestling. I don't know if they'll like
the
fake the thing. But
I mean, I guess they've been feuding, right? Those groups,
I mean, Raquel and Liv have just been.
or they've been fighting everybody. I guess. But,
They're like the Judgment Day when they were just coming out and like kneecapping people and then running away, and it was like, what the fuck?
fuck.
That's like what Liv and Raquel are. Liv has gotten very good.
Yes.
She's super good, and Raquel, God bless her soul, needs to learn more than like 3 moves. But
well, speaking of like the women's stuff, do we want to talk about the women's chamber and
oh
thoughts?
yes, I feel awkward that I forgot about that. Yes. I personally want Roxanne Perez to win. High school me wants Roxanne Perez to win.
Is she in it?
Yeah, she's wrestling Raquel for the last spot.
Oh, got you. Okay. So that's for
Roxanne
tonight.
Roxanne was the Mexican girls I was into in high school. So high school me is doing the Daniel Bryanson.
Woo!
Yes.
Yes.
But no, she's great. She's also a very good wrestler. But I think I personally want Roxanne. I don't think Raquel. You could make a good story because I think if Raquel wins and because Liv's in it, So
Hmm.
you can they have to fight each other. So
And then you'd have the two tag teams.
oh, that's
And
true.
with
Yes.
I don't know. I mean, if they continue this storyline, it could bleed into where it goes all the way to Elimination Chamber and it turns on to like a 2-on-2, and then the other two are just
Ooh.
like stuck in the middle.
Ah, okay, David. David needs to start.
Uh,
Some David
Because
call the Lancaster Lucha Libre. You're booking now.
how does elimination? Does it like one person get out at a time, or do they all
yeah.
get released at
Yeah.
once?
So it's one
No.
at a time. There's like a timer, and it'll like the lights will go because you're not sure who's gonna come out. They don't know, right? It goes do 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 do, and then it'll like pick one, and they're
Yeah.
like,
Okay.
oh, we'll send out this guy, and then that gradually happens at intervals until everyone's been
Yeah.
sent out of the chamber.
Yeah. It's like a Mario Party game.
It is.
Do you get knocked out, or do you have to get pinned,
You have
or
to get pinned.
Yeah.
is
So
it
if you get
first one to
pinned,
pin anybody, or if you get pinned, you're out?
so if you get pinned, you're out, and that keeps going until there's one person left.
Okay.
As God intended.
Yeah. Elimination Chamber
I
is
don't
kind of hard
know,
to watch
man.
sometimes because it's hard to film because it's in a big cage and there's like pods
Yeah.
in the way and stuff like that. So there's just cameramen who are like huddled like in the corners, just like
Hanging from under upside
underneath.
down and
Yeah.
stuff. But they've had some good moments.
Hmm.
They had one. Oh, what was it? It was when Kevin and Logan Paul were feuding, and
Hmm.
Kevin's just standing at Logan Paul's little thing. And he's just staring at me. He's like hitting his head against like
Yes, try to get in. Yeah.
hitting his head against the glass. That was funny. I fucking love it.
I think. Sorry, going back to the women's. I
Oh
don't know
yeah,
why, but I know because Rhea's the champion that is going
yeah.
to face whoever wins the elimination chamber.
Oh,
I
who
feel like
does
it's going to be
Rhea?
Liv again.
No, that they put that to bed. They have to have put that to bed.
I mean, do you think it would? Who else in the lineup is going to have
Who
anything
else?
with Rhea at the moment?
Who else we got?
So it's Liv Morgan, Bianca Belair, Alexa Bliss, Bailey, and Naomi, right?
Yes,
It's
Naomi.
gonna be Alexa.
Yeah, I think so. The Queens of Darkness.
Hmm. Because you
Yeah.
could do like Alexa's OG evil.
Alexa was Rhea before Rhea was Rhea.
Yeah.
She just wasn't buff. Zekness.
Yeah.
And she still got it.
Yeah.
She's she got the ring rust off.
And Twisted
Um
Bliss is a great finishing
yeah.
move.
I think she's gonna do the Sister Abigail as her.
Was she gonna do the Sister Abigail?
I think so for Bray. Yeah,
Uh,
I mean
yeah. I mean, there's an entire Bowling for Soup song about her, so she's got it.
she had the Bowling for Soup watching it and going, you know what?
Yeah.
We'll write a song about this.
You know why they actually did that is
Oh.
because they're her favorite band and they met her. And
Oh
they're like, oh,
really?
she's nice. So they like kind of like, we're like, oh, we wrote a song about you. Just to be like, oh, this is like
But
which
also
is pretty
bowl.
rad. That would be like if Coheed met you and we're like, we wrote a song called Daniel.
Okay, now I get your point.
Yeah.
I was gonna go Bowling for Soup. Who like I like Bowling for Soup.
Yeah,
I've never
but
like when was the last time you heard somebody go Bowling for Soup's my favorite band?
I don't think I've ever heard anyone. Everyone just Bowling for Soup's one of those bands everyone likes, but
But
it's no
no,
one's like
yeah,
favorite band. But yeah.
no,
I'll watch this video later.
of Bowling
Is
for
she
Soup.
actually in it too?
Yeah, she's in it. Yeah, she's in the
Wow.
music video.
It's cool.
Yeah.
I do like Alexa Bliss. I think Alexa is it was unique at the time too because she was okay. Listen, I'm gonna say this, Zach. Don't fight me. Ray is great,
Yeah.
but a lot of her stuff is like her whole like promo stuff is just that mommy's like you know what I mean half of,
Oh, it's one no. Yeah.
I was gonna say this is gonna sound I don't mean it to sound this way but like she sells it 'cause she sells everything with like her body that sounds bad I don't mean it
Yeah,
that way.
no, I know what you mean.
But it's the mannerisms it's how she walks like that's the like she has aura.
Hey,
Yes, she does.
sex
Yeah,
sells, Daniel.
yeah.
Okay, it sells.
I know. Listen, if you see when Stephanie
Over there talking about NXT. You know?
no, one of Stephanie Becerra's finishes is she like grabs your head and she like slams like her knees against the ground, and when you watch it, you go, how do I?
Mm.
No, literally, it happened, and I was like, my girlfriend's looking at me. She's like, so this is why you wanted to watch it, huh? And I was like, no, 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 no. No, look at
Baby,
Oba.
no.
No, look at Obafemi. He's scary. No, no, no. But like, I think Alexa was good on the mic.
Mhm.
Like her promos against Charlotte. If you haven't seen those, David are fun.
Yeah.
She's like this weird, like Harley Quinn character who kind of like
Huh.
I don't know. I think like
Is there someone else we know that's a big fan of
I
Alexa
don't
Bliss?
know.
Or
I don't know if Chris is a Alexa Bliss fan.
Because her thing initially, David, is she was like an evil cheerleader. That was like her gimmick. And then she got like captured by fucking the Fiend Bray Wyatt, and he like made her crazy.
Yeah, the
So
that's
that
right.
Wyatt's Funhouse because
yeah,
Bray did like this weird like what was that
uh, it
that
was
weird YouTube video,
oh
the one with like the everything
the Fun
melts.
House. Yeah,
Yeah,
it
it was
was
kind of like that.
Bray was so the Fiend was really cool until you saw the Fiend wrestle.
Yeah,
Damn. He
it's
should
just,
have just had somebody else wrestle for him.
I know.
It wasn't that. It's just it's hard to do like this. Like he's like an unkillable demon, right?
Yeah,
Why is he wrestling?
Because he wants to. Why
It's
does
true.
the devil challenge man to a fiddle competition
that's fair.
for his soul?
That's
No, when you put it
that
like
was a good
that
line, actually. That would be a really good promo line of like, why do you want to do this? And then you could say, oh, why does the devil challenge people
to the fiddle to
to your fiddle of gold?
that's a good one. Look at David, Diamonds
David
of
David
needs
needs
some
Gold.
music. That's a good song,
David
dude.
needs to write some shit, dude.
I
This
know.
is some good. These are some good promos.
David's
That's why I
writing
watch
Diamonds.
wrestling. It's just for the writing.
I'm in it for
Story
the plot.
building.
I'm for the plot.
Oh no, that's me. How do we? Okay, so Elimination Chamber winner fights Rhea.
Mm-hmm.
You listen. I love Bianca. You can't do Bianca again.
No.
Bianca's great. Bianca will give you A minus level work every
Yeah.
like Frank Gore,
Yeah.
1,000 yards for 13 seasons,
Easy.
no problems. But yeah, it's time for somebody like so. I think Alexa makes the most sense.
What about a Bailey?
Have they wrestled
Bailey
yet?
had no, but I think Bailey had her big moment last year,
Okay.
Yeah,
beating like the damage control
that
storyline.
was a good storyline. I'm sad about Io. This might be Io's heel turn
It might be
because they're not as heely now.
as they used to be now.
But this could
Do
be
they
it
wear
because
Heelys or?
dude, just to the ring,
Whee!
sick.
You'd be
Kayla's
90s man and you just come out with Jinko jeans and you're just randomly pulling different like weapons out of
hitting people with Tamagotchi. Just
uh,
I didn't feed it. But yeah, I think Alexa makes the most sense for WrestleMania.
yeah.
And then you can do like Alexa being the original Queen of Darkness. I think Alexa will win on the mic personally.
Yeah.
I think Rhea is just gonna be like I'm taller and buffer, and everybody thinks I'm hot, which she's right.
Yeah, but I no, but I agree with you. I feel like Alexa will win actual like promo competition.
So since the Elimination Chamber, we already know like who they're gonna face. Does that champion just sit outside the ring and watch? Has that ever happened?
Sometimes. Yeah.
That's like a
That's
JBL thing. JBL
Yeah.
would do that.
JBL would do that. Fight for me.
Cody kind of.
I felt like Gunther would have like if it was Gunther, he would just
Yeah.
sit and just be like, "All these chuds suck," kind of thing.
it would zoom up to like this lone suite,
Yeah,
and you just see Gunther in his jacket staring.
That
down.
would be great. That would be great. Yeah.
after the
Holding
win,
on.
he's just
Yeah.
like staring down and he just turns around and like leaves.
Yeah, like an
Mhm.
evil anime villain watching Naruto get stronger.
Yeah.
That's what you have to do.
I'll see you soon.
Yep. Because I think Jay's opening tonight too for Raw, and I swear to God,
He's
if
got to
I-
cut it.
he has to. He has to.
Yeah.
I will absolutely lose my mind if he doesn't cut a good promo.
He has to.
He's the people's champion at this point. Do you want to see Gunther the Bully win again?
Oh, David wasn't here for my J rant.
Uh-oh.
All right, David, here we go. We're gonna go. Because okay, so on social media, everybody's like, "Jay's so over. Who cares about like it?" Like,
I mean, he's probably making sales. Like they have
Yeah.
to look at these things as
Oh, yeah.
factors.
and that's great. And I don't not get it. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's fine. Keep Jay. I just want him to cut a decent promo. And
So
I
you're
told
saying
Zach,
he's not good on the mic.
all he was. There's if you find him when Roman was taking over the bloodline, Jay cuts, and it was when the Sammy thing was kind of beginning. Jay cut promos on Roman
Mhm.
that I was like, if he does this against Gunther, I will go beat Gunther. Go ahead. I have no problem with it. But he hasn't yet. All his stuff is like, I'm gonna do it, and everybody goes, "Yeet, I'm I'm the guy, yeet," and
Now's
that's
my time.
yeet, like that's fine. But like make me like you've lost to Gunther twice. You can't just yeet
You
until
can't
we
eat that away. Yeah.
He's gonna win with the yeet. Can he have
like.
a finisher that has the yeet in it?
I'm surprised he doesn't.
Yeah, honestly, you should.
I'm surprised he doesn't just do that and then jump out, do his
Yeah.
Uso splash. But fuck, dude, like I just would like that. Those promos are fine, and then it's not like he can't be that. It's just like Sammy, right? He cut like they did that whole like he's like Rocky fighting Gunther,
Yeah.
and I believed, right?
Yeah.
We were like, yeah, what was it like? Vaja, I think is I don't know his
Yeah.
wife, something like
Oh,
that.
that's his wife. Yeah.
And he's like, I did it, and he went, fuck yeah, he did it
Did
for
it.
his family. Like, this is such a big deal, right? They've shown Rikishi watching Jay win.
Yeah.
They've they've shown what this means to everybody. Like, do something about that.
Yeah. That would really sell it. Honestly, that would really push it down.
That's all I want.
Yeah.
And then go back to eating.
Yeah.
Like
It'd be
even
easy.
because Gunther's like, you're such a loser for doing this. Like, make that a thing. Like, yes, I'm a yes, I'm a loser. Yes, I eat. Yes,
But
yeah. Like, it's my be like Midoriya from My Hero Academia, David. Like, be the underdog, but
yeah.
like, I still want to be the hero, kind of thing. And then yeet. And then you can
Who's
eat.
Midoriya?
Fine. Yeah.
That's right. The My Hero Academia reference, by the way.
I don't know who Midoriya is.
That's the main guy.
Oh, little bitch boy. And you got to remember all the nicknames I had for all these
Oh my
characters
god,
because
I
I
was.
couldn't remember any of their names.
Oh, the whole time we were watching, that was just the Arnold fist.
Bakugan,
Oh,
Icy Hot.
yeah, icy hot. Oh,
That's for another day. We'll save that for
That's-
another day.
um, but yeah, so I think that's a good point for us to say goodbye. Then, is there anything else you guys want to discuss in wrestling this week?
I'm excited to see how Raw goes.
Me too. Pentagon. Oh, Pentagon's wrestling again against
Hell yeah.
Butch.
Hell yeah.
So, I'm sorry, Peter Dunne.
Dude, it's Bush.
Was there a name change or something?
Yeah.
So he was but Peter Dunne. So Peter was apparently super over in NXT too.
Yeah.
Again, proof that you can be a killer on NXT and then go to WWE and go eh. But he was part of the Brawling Brutes. That was Sheamus's Putty Legion. And it was Ridge the Fridge and Butch.
I loved Butch though. He was like this little golem dude. He didn't talk. He just tried to like break your fingers.
Yeah. So all his moves is that they'd wrestle and then he'd grab your finger and he would look at the camera and then he would pull your finger. Ah!
Yeah. Small joint manipulation is what they call it.
And then Ridge Holland is, I guess, pretty notorious now.
Yeah.
I would say because he was the one who hurt Big E
Yeah.
on accident.
Yeah.
But,
On purpose.
Yeah, but that's I think that shadow has always loomed over Ridge.
Yeah.
Maybe he comes back to take down the New Day. He'll be Big
One
E's
by
champion.
I'm
No, like he's gonna do it like because
I'll
he's
finish
like,
it.
hey, sorry, Big E, but
I'll
this
take
is
him
for
out
you.
for that'd be kind of fun.
Yeah.
That would be fun. Is there hinting at Street Profits and New Day as the next big tag team feud?
I like that.
Angelo Dawkins cut a promo, Zach, that made me believe.
Oh hell yeah.
The Angelo I knew was always there.
Is inside.
I love Angelo Dawkins, but but yeah. So yeah, I'll definitely keep you guys in the or we'll keep everybody in the loop. If you haven't been watching Raw and kind of where the stories are going, I think it'll be good. I have a lineup for it, and then we can do some quick little things about that too. So we did Seth, we did Raquel, we have Ivy Nile versus Dakota Kai for the Women's Intercontinental Championship contenders match. I think Ivy's gonna do it because I think they're pushing. I think they're pushing an American-made storyline because, what is it? Chad's learning the dark arts of lucha libre right now.
Mm-hmm.
I want him to come out in like an American, like a red, white, and blue lucha mask.
Lucha libre mask, playing like Mexican music. You're like, what the fuck? Oh, you bring in Vampiro? Dog.
Oh hell yeah, easy.
It writes itself.
So,
I when I was looking him up, he has what's the memory disease when you get older?
Oh, dementia.
Yes, he was
oh,
diagnosed with dementia.
Who was?
Vampiro.
What?
oh, that makes me
Yeah.
sad.
Fuck.
Oh,
Oh,
Sorry to.
our heroes. But
I mean, at least he's still alive, but
he'll never forget how Mexico made him feel.
let me double check. I read that right. Personal life.
Now I'm sad. Fuck.
Oh no,
so,
sorry, Alzheimer's.
Oh, because
oh.
that's better.
I mean, yeah, and that was in 2019.
Oh
Oh
shit.
shit.
So
Oh god, I'm sad now.
not sure if he's coming out anytime soon.
Uh,
Fuck. Listen,
maybe.
listen. The Lucha Libre never leaves, baby. It's with you forever. Just like Lucha Underground, you talk
Yeah.
about. You just got to bring it up somehow. Also, David, we likened Lucha or your our boy Chris Van Vliet likened it to the girlfriend that got away. That's why we always talk about it because it's like, no, you don't understand
Stan.
how sick it was. Speaking of Mexicans, AJ Styles versus Dominic Mysterio, gonna be a great match.
Oh, that's gonna be very fun.
I'm gonna say Dominic.
Probably, yeah.
I'm
I
gonna say
want Dominic to win, but I feel like AJ is gonna win.
I feel like Dom will win in some sort of like sleazy way, and it'll
Evil.
set up a feud.
That'll be good. Speaking of more Mexicans, Pena versus Butch again.
Penna will win, but that'll be sick.
Sammy is going to appear,
Hell yeah.
and Bianca Belair and Naomi are going to appear, and I think they're going to confront Liv and Raquel.
Cool.
Maybe right before Raquel's match.
Oh, somebody tell David the Booker.
Or during the match, you never know. Maybe they come out and mess with the match.
Yeah.
Oh, we good. So those are our predictions. I like those. I'm excited to see where it goes. We're now in the season of Road to WrestleMania.
The best.
All the pointing.
Yeah.
Parts.
No, that's what Ashton does. That she'll be like, oh, they pointed. Oh, they pointed
You
again.
could make a
time.
drinking game, honestly.
They did actually. Yeah. Oh, we can do that for Elimination Chamber. I'll find one. Yes. WrestleMania will be 420, 419 and 420 in
What is
Las
it?
Vegas.
Be sick.
We're going, right? Daniel, you got
I
us
don't know.
tickets.
I don't think I got enough.
front
I don't
row
think I
with
got
the
enough
camera
money, big
angle.
dog.
Nosebleed, dude. The nosebleed.
I want to be sitting next to the Macho Man that's at every live event.
I want to sit next to Trinidad and Tobago guy. But no, I think I looked the last time I looked like tip top like binoculars
Yes.
down. I think was maybe $300, which I mean for WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't think it's gonna top last year's.
I feel like last year's would have been the time to
That would have
just
been
to be there. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Ashlyn just talks about Undertaker stealing the Rock. Like she's like, that was one of the greatest moments I've ever seen. I'm like, I know.
He
God,
just stole his soul, dude.
they just took him away and left Mama Rose behind.
Mama
we,
Rose.
we could get. I'm assuming this is standing room for 2,000.
Oh, dog.
Oh, corner. We can get a corner in like the first like actual seats that isn't like in the field or whatever for 1,000.
So wrestling's unique when it comes to in person, from my understanding.
Yeah.
Zach, you've been there, you've been amongst the people, but it feels like the front stuff isn't good because the way they seat you, the ring's taller than
Taller
you.
than you.
You want to be up a little bit.
Yeah,
You want to
don't wanna
be you want to be up a little.
Right.
It's a little weird watching wrestling live the first time because you don't hear commentary. I know that's kind of funny, but
Oh
you kind
God,
of
yeah.
you kind
it
of
fills the space.
it fills the space. And so the first time you're like, "Oh, where's Michael Cole? Where's
You almost need to like. They just need to offer like, hey, just put an earbud in or something so I can hear.
Yeah,
Michael
exactly.
That would be
Cole's
kind of cool,
deep
actually.
voice.
Yeah. But yeah,
Oh,
they don't
more
there's
David
no
ideas.
so it's you a lot of what I think that's why there is so much crowd noise and participation is because that's people kind of filling the silence.
Which makes sense.
Yeah.
Because I mean, football's the same way.
Yeah.
So-
Exactly. You go and you're like, oh, there's no, you just hear first and 10, and you're like, okay.
Go stop by the snack bar and get some pretzels. You're like, sick.
Sick.
Well, let us know your predictions about Elimination Chamber. Let us know about what you think is going to be happening with the Wrestle and the Manias. Please, we've enjoyed what we've been posting so far, and we hope you guys have as well. This has been a lot of fun for us. We love wrestling, and we've really made it become who we are. Uh, but thank you everybody for listening again. We are on all the social medias on Facebook, Instagram, from the outer reaches. TikTok was where we've been posting as well. And please leave comments. Let us know. Maybe you agree or disagree with us. That's more than fine. I know the wrestling community is a very divisive place, but let's keep that going and support your arguments. And we're excited to hear about them. So, David, Zach, thank you both for joining me.
Anytime.
Yep.
We'll see you guys for the next match. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.